Hello everyone, this is Raz here from the best fragrance channel, Eau de Cologne. Today I'm going to be actually talking about how do you go about selecting your best fragrance, or should I say, selecting your best fragrances. As I understand, we all love that one fragrance out of anything else, and that particular kind of fragrance stands out more than anything else, than any other fragrance. We're always going to have that affection with that fragrance that we have always loved over the years, growing up, since childhood. Some other memories are associated with it, which is fine. But I kind of think that there's no such thing as liking or loving just one fragrance. Your, passion or your, attraction towards fragrances it can be limitless. You know what I mean? You can like countless fragrances and yet still like that one fragrance. So, a lot of people at times, when they go to a cologne store, uh, they're just not sure what is their favorite kind of fragrance and what attracts them more than anything else. What is it that they're gravitated towards? So they're having a hard time, picking up the fragrance that they want, and you know, it gets even more harder when you're buying a fragrance for someone else. So it's best, to do some research about what kind of fragrances are there out there, and what can you expect from a certain kind of fragrance, and what you can't. Again, with fragrances, the worst thing um, that sucks is that no matter how much of a search that you do online or anywhere else, or ask around, even from the salespeople at the cologne boutique, they won't give you a good answer unless until you don't experience that perfume or cologne your own self, right? Unless you don't try it out, unfortunately, you don't really know what really this fragrance entails and what it offers. So, uh, without any further ado, it's better to really understand yourself. How do you want your fragrance to project on you? And, these are my own personal tricks that I play, uh, and these are my own strategies that I use whenever I go to a cologne shop, and whenever I want to buy a cologne. Now, one thing, my rule number one is, and I advise everyone, including myself, when it comes to cologne purchase, fragrance purchase, do not be impulsive. Fragrances take time, trust me. Uh, we always take our time to dwell into a particular type of fragrance. You might like something instantaneously just right there, at that moment, and then some minutes later, you might not like it. Also, when you enter a cologne boutique, the whole setup of the whole store, the way those uh, cologne bottles are kept and with their boxes, you'll feel attracted to all of them. Trust me. And it'll get more worse when you smell each individual cologne. But you know, needless to say, I think the best thing to do is walk in, and first of all, after introduction, I'm sure the salespeople over there, not all of them are really as hospitable. Sometimes they rush you up. Sometimes, they make you smell everything that is out there, and you can tell by their attitude if they're serious about selling you something or not, or if they're tired, because for them it's an everyday job. They're not really as passionate about selling off the perfumes as they were at the beginning when they started their sales career in the perfume industry. So the best thing to do is walk in and limit your choices, narrow down your choices to only three, four, or at the very most five colognes. And don't be shy about expressing yourself. What kind of fragrances are you attracted towards? The best place to start off, uh, you know, about questioning what really attracts you, what kind of fragrance really are you more attracted towards, is your home. Trust me. And I know it sounds crazy, but trust me, your home is a good place. And oftentimes we come across certain fragrances inside our houses or elsewhere, at a friend's place or you know grocery store, anywhere, any random place or area where you will smell that one odor and it will have some kind of impact on you. You might not know it that you like it because it's in your subconscious mind, and when you go to the cologne store, you know, you want to know yourself, tell yourself that, I've smelled it somewhere else, but I can't understand where, but I like it. Anyways, so trust me, your home and things inside your home, even smallest stuff like bath body soaps, shower gels, um, shampoos, uh, hair conditioners, things like fruits, vegetables, uh, fresheners, air fresheners, other things like body lotions, anything, or body creams. They are good areas or places which can give you some sort of a feel, or liking towards certain kind of, fragrance pull that you might get. So, then you got to understand there are different kinds of fragrances. Some people like, there, there are many kinds of categories of fragrances. And in this video, I won't be able to go through all of them, but I'll try to tell, what are my favorite types. I am more attracted to spicy, sweet fragrances. Spicy, sweet, which have lavender in it. And, not to say that I'm not attracted to the fresh ones. And the fresh ones have a different aura and effect. Also, you know, their woody fragrances. Um, I'm also attracted to sweet vanilla type, citrusy, saltish. Uh, these are my favorite. The ones that I actually really love are spicy mixed with citrus. That's my favorite pick. Then you have floral and you have aquatic. So there are too many, trust me. You got to narrow down your choices, to select what kind of fragrance really attracts you. Do you like something citrusy? Do you like something woody, aromatic, sweet, cedarwood effect, bamboo wood, smoky, or musky? Musky fragrances are, you know, they have an effect of some sort of, a clean laundry effect. Smoky, they have campfire burning, or fragrant like cedar chips. Citrusy or lemonish, limeish, or you know something to do with oranges. And then you have woody. You know, they can, they can range from anything like, ice cream to creamy sandalwood. It could be dark, spicy, and musky old, uh, patchouli type. So there are different fragrances, and then types of fragrances. Sorry, there's green, there's floral, which have a lot to do with flowery effect, like roses, violets, right? And then aquatic types that are, bubble bath and oriental. They're powdery with a hint of spice or sweetness. So There are other coffee beans type of fragrances as well. There are many different types. So when you're at a store, trust me, limit your choices to five, and you know take like at least a minute or 2 minutes break between testing out different fragrances, when especially you're testing it out on a paper strip, because with whatever's going on nowadays, they're not letting us try it out on our skin because they have an excuse, well, because of COVID we can't, which is fine. And you know what? Honestly, explore the best you can. Don't be shy about, don't rush yourself. Even if you see the salesman is trying to rush you up, uh, don't really be impulsive about fragrance purchase. Uh, take samples, ask them for samples, and trust me, it does not hurt them. These cologne boutiques have a lot of samples that they can give away. If they can give it to you, then trust me, I would really try to ask for, you know, 3, 4 samples, and then I'll try it out and I'll tell them these are my choices. I want spicy, woody, whatever you want, right? And uh, you know, take those samples, and then the next thing that you want to do is try them out on your skin, one day at a time for one, or 2 days for one. See how that cologne or fragrance has an opening effect, and then it has a dry down effect, and then it has a settling effect, meaning that how it evolves on your skin. Now, everyone's skin type is different. What one works for me would not work for anyone else. So take your time and, you know, try those samples for a week or two. And trust me, there will be that one fragrance that will have a very unique impact on your mind, and you'll be like, I want to purchase this. This is my fragrance. And you know what? Your subconscious or conscious mind will keep on reminding you about that fragrance. It will really dwell into that fragrance. You'll end up loving it, and you'll enjoy it, and elsewhere around you, people will also ask, what are you wearing? But here's another thing, guys. You don't buy a fragrance based on what others say. Trust me. This is not how it works. Fragrances are so personal and unique. Like, you only purchase them if you like them. Because trust me, it does not matter. It's not the price. It's not, you know, how branded it is and how famous it is. Cheaper fragrances tend to have sometimes the top notes, and they can be very, very strong. And whereas the brand names, I'm going to be doing other videos about brand name colognes that I really don't like, but they're famous out there, and I just don't understand why they're so famous and reputed amongst male and female population, everyone, um, that people just want to get them. There are playful fragrances as well. So end of the story, take your time and you know try to decide yourself. Sometimes the salespeople are helping and they genuinely want to help you in selecting your fragrance. Sometimes they rush you up. We all know that. And you know what? It's fine. They don't give you that attention that you deserve to purchase a cologne. Trust me, it's not well worth it. Also, bear in mind, finally, I'm just going to say this, that sometimes, or actually a lot of times, when you're in that section of colognes, the aura and effect of all colognes or fragrances in the fragrance boutique or cologne shop is so bad that you're unable to distinguish between colognes. So trust me, guys, it's better to ask for samples, and or if they can give you a chance to try it out on your skin and walk around with it, right? Or uh, you know, take those paper strips and take them home. Obviously after a day or two, the fragrance effect on those paper strip is not going to be as strong, but you will still be able to notice somewhat of a difference. So this is my first video as a beginner's guide on how to select your fragrance or fragrances. Good luck, guys. Thank you.